I'm back again doing something that I'm probably not even gonna stick to. Hi and welcome to this May TBR. it's it's mostly mood TBR. My moods change very quickly. I don't know why I'm doing a TBR because this is the month in which I'm writing majority of my exegesis. So I'll try and keep this quick because it's late at night. I've got a lot of shit to do anyway. I'm filming on my phone because my camera battery is exhausted and like me, and I've not charged it, so I'm filming on my phone and I don't think it will go for long. But yeah, I'd also like to be in bed. I've not been in bed for a little bit. So here are the books that are a big maybe. Yeah, I'm also not sitting on my couch because there's a mess everywhere. There's a mess everywhere. All right, I'll just go from the top down. So goddamn shiny. It's also going to be backwards, isn't it? Oh gosh, here we go. I'll see if I can edit it. Anyway, Greek Goddesses, Life Lessons from Myths and Monsters by Nikita Gill. I've committed to doing a textual analysis on poems from this. So I need to read this. I am 20 pages in, and this is a chunky poetry collection. Although there looks like to be a big glossary at the back. 238 pages of poetry. Smells pretty alright. Oh, now I'm cold. I wasn't cold like 2 minutes ago, but now I'm cold. Yeah, so those are poems retelling Greek myths from the perspective of women. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, next one is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. Yeah, as I said, a mood TBR. I I want to get through my fantasy/urban fantasy reads, but because of my thesis, my brain has just been like checking out on a lot of fiction. I can't even count how many books I've started and then stopped because my brain is just like, it's too much, which is going to be a big problem for one of the books that I come to later. So what's the blurb on this one? Hannah's a witch, but not the kind you're thinking of. She's the real deal, an elemental with the power to control fire, earth, water, and air. But even though she lives in Salem, Massachusetts, her magic is a secret she has to keep to herself. If she's caught using it in front of a non-witch, she could lose it for good. So Hannah spends most of her time avoiding her ex-girlfriend and fellow elemental witch, Veronica, hanging out with her best friend and working at the fly-by-night cauldron, selling candles and crystals to tourist Goths and local Wiccans. But dealing with her ex is the least of Hannah's concerns when evidence of dark magic begins to appear all over Salem. Hannah's sure it's the work of a deadly blood witch, but her coven is less than convinced. But so Hannah is forced to team up with the last person she wants to see, Veronica. And while the pair attempt to smoke out the Blood Witch, Hannah meets Morgan, a cute new ballerina in town. Trying to date amid a supernatural crisis is easier said than done, though especially when the attacks on Salem's witches become deadlier by the day. I don't think I actually read the sentence structure of that. Now, with everything she loves on the line, Hannah must confront this murderous villain before her coven and any chance she has with the new girl is destroyed. Sounds pretty typical YA, which is fine. It is literally typical YA. But yeah, there's that one. I guess I'll go on to these two. Paperweight by Claire Gaskin. There's a few Claire Gaskin poetry collections I've got to get through. I've got 2 on loan from my university library, so I'm reading one at the moment, kind of. I started it. Don't know if I'm going to finish it before the end of April. But yeah, I have so many library loans that it would be good if I could be getting them back to my university. So, and I finish in June. I'm pretty sure as long as I have my student card, I can borrow books. And I think that expires at the end of the year, even though I finish mid-year. I'm not sure. Okay. I'll have to figure that one out because I've got so many things on loan that I'd like to get to them. The next one is the one that I need my brain energy for because it's technically a job. I've been asked to do a review for this, a paid review to go on an online magazine, sort of literary journal. So exciting. The Empty Show by Alice Allen. So really excited about that. Nervous, very nervous. I have no idea how to write a review, especially of poetry, that then like it's a professional one. So it's my very first one. Very scared. Very, very scared. But you know what? I'll just throw some words together and hope it works. So need big brain energy for this one. Next one. Because I've been in a big romance mood. Mainly because they're so easy to read. You don't really have to think, especially if it's like a good proper romance. Yeah, just been gravitating towards that because of my thesis. As I'll mention in my wrap up, I read The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. It was actually really good, and I did it mainly because I've been eyeing this off. I've been eyeing this on shelves at work for ages. It's so pretty. Jealous of every single person that's come in and bought it. So I wanted to read it, but I wanted to know first if I'd like Sally Thorne's writing, and I really do. And I was very surprised to find out that she's Australian. So, the blurb for this is distraction, noun, something that turns your attention away from something you want to concentrate on. C. Teddy Prescott. Ruthie Medona. It's not Donna, because that would be double N. Ruthie Medona is 24 going on 94 and fully committed to her job at a luxury retirement village, keeping herself Busy caring for the eccentric residents means that Ruthie can safely ignore her own life, what little there is of it. Teddy Prescott is practically allergic to a hard day's work. When he rocks up at the retirement village, when he rocks up as the retirement village's new employee, Ruthie is less than impressed. The last thing she needs is a distraction as irritating and handsome as this selfish rich kid. Lucky for Ruthie, her favorite pair of mischievous residents need a new assistant to torture. So she hands over Teddy, ready for them to send him running. Except Teddy may be about to surprise her, not just by surviving the old women's antics, but by charming Ruthie so much she starts to remember that there is more to life than work. Could Teddy be more than simply an unwelcome distraction? It doesn't sound like the hating game has more of an enticing premise and blurb, I would say, but that one still sounds really good, and I read as much as I could at work the first page to see if the same sort of writing style is employed in it, and it was. So I enjoyed. Yeah, so I got it, is what I am trying to say. Alrighty, I am almost done. Two more, I think. And I think that's... Did I count beforehand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? I thought I had 8. Oh well. Either way, the number of books on this TBR are 7 or 8. Which, am I going to get through? Probably not. But there are a couple of poetry collections in there. And this next one, so in my April wrap-up, I will be mentioning the first 2 books that I read from this series. I wanted something that would take literally no brain effort. So I bought some ebooks. That's fairy tale retellings. The first one was a Cinderella retelling. The second one was a Beauty and the Beast retelling. They were actually pretty good. And I'm thinking of reading the third one if I ever have another moment where I just want to shut brain down but still want to read. Because I think it did well in being a filler book. Like, I rated the other 2 pretty highly, which... wrap-up video. So, sorry. The third book is titled Pearl of Magic, A Little Mermaid Romance by Emily Deddy. Nah, I think it's Deddy. And then there is more. There are more. It is not out yet. Book 4 is not out yet. Okay. Never mind that. So I'll just read the third one of that. And you know what? Last year I always said I'd go back to I wouldn't go back to Ice Planet Barbarian series. But you know what? You never know now. It did get quite expensive towards the end, but anyway, the last one. This one is a good one. This one is not that I have to read it, but I really want to read it. And especially because of the theme that it is. It's for Sage Reads. They recently changed their channel name to Sage Age. Their Patreon buddy read book. This month the theme, we've kind of been going through themes, I feel, or topics, and this one was cottagecore. I'm really glad that this is the book that won the majority vote because it was literally the only one I was able to buy. Like, even through, I had to get it through Amazon. It was like the only way that I could buy it. Any other book, just I could not find in any way, anywhere. I think there was an option to buy an ebook, but it was like a lot for an ebook, and I can't afford that. So this is the one that won the vote. Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLenor. I can't read this cursive writing. What? Can I just get a name that's not written in cursive, please? Anna Marie McLemore. Yes. The thing that I hate about this though is it's the sort of matte cover. See if I can get it. There you go. That like absorbs oily fingerprints, and you cannot get rid of it. I'll see if I can try and get rid of it. It really bothers me. Like, yeah. So I'm really excited for this. Cottagecore. I really just want to live the cottage life. I literally want to live in a cottage, but it's so hard to do that. I just want to. Okay. Watch me not be able to pronounce anything that's going on here. Let's wait. Printed in Australia. Yeah, I bought this yesterday and it showed up like really quick. Let's see if I can find out anything about the author first. Alright, I don't know. Alright. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Ugh. Blurb time. I am sorry for all the things that I am about to not pronounce properly. For nearly a century, the Nomalavids women have tended to the ground of La Pradera, the lush estate gardens that enchant guests from around the world. They've also hidden a tragic legacy. If they fall in love too deeply, their lovers vanish. But then, after generations of vanishings, a strange boy appears in the gardens. A boy neither Estrella, the Nomalavid's girl who finds him, nor the family knows anything about. I'm not even convinced I'm speaking properly. The Nomalavid's grandmothers treat him like a lost son. Why does the mothers hope he is a sign that their vanished loves might reappear. Estrella's cousins worry his presence is a warning that none of them yet understands. But however much the boy is an enigma to them, he's even more of a mystery to himself. All he knows about who he is or where he came from is the first three letters of his name. As Estrella tries to help Fel piece together his unknown past, La Pradera leads them to secrets as dangerous as they are magical in this stunning exploration of love, loss, and family. Sounds really good. Except for the fact that I cannot, for the life of me, say anything out loud or pronounce anything. It's a really stunning cover. It's a really stunning cover as well. Really pretty. Really pretty. That's it. Yeah. Now it's 11 p.m. and I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to be writing. my short story. But I just want to hop in bed and read. Fuck it, I'm not gonna write. As demonstrated by the yawn. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Yeah. Let's see how well I do by the time wrap-up time comes. Because there's a lot that I'll be doing this month, I know of. Oh, excuse me. I'll be working at an exposition? No. What's it called? Expos. What's the long word for expo? Is it exposition? No. Exhibition. Is that what expo is short for? I think so. I think that's what it's short for. There's a convention. I'll just make that easy. There's a convention that, as working at a particular bookstore, they go to this convention like every year. They're like not a sponsor of, but they're like, their name is like right next to the logo, I feel, always. Yeah, so we'll be doing that this month. A lot of thesis writing, a lot of reading for the purposes of returning to library and the review that I have to write, which I'm gonna sign myself up for another one because I need to get stuff for my application of the PhD. Anyway, my phone's flashing at me because time is up. I hope you have a lovely day and night. Bye.